Right, so that is Stormer XL, the real deal, the real official character, not the mock that I did a long time ago from the, I think it was a 2.0 series. How big is he? Well, here is the original. You know, with the Breakout series, they went back to using the original heads, you know, the original helmets and the Clitorian main headpiece, and this is the difference in scale that we've got going here now between the original and the throwback. It's a pretty massive difference. I didn't build up a 2.0 series or 3.0 series Stormer for comparison all the way, but just to give you a rough idea of this difference in scale between a modern standard size hero and Stormer XL 1.0, 2.0. Here's the Breakout Wave 2 size. So quite just an amazing difference that they've managed to pull off. Of course, they do make you pay money extra for all the extra height, all the extra pieces and whatnot, but here, I'll go ahead and give a little rotation and give you a view of this character from some other sides. Seeing around, everything looks good so far. And when it comes around to the back, as usual, you know, things are kind of open by comparison to the front, but they at least did put, they made some effort. You know, they put a little bit of coverage right here with the body armor piece here. Also using the armor coming on from the sides of the lower legs helps to cover those up a little bit better, so it doesn't look so bad. One of the more decent looking heroes. I think he's leaned back a little bit. But as far as consistency, you know, now he's leaning forward, great. The consistency from all different angles, it looks like pretty much, you know, the same building system was used and the same artistic direction was used all the way around. This character has a lot of stuff that he comes with. So he's got the blaster right here, the plasma blaster, which obviously can actually shoot. Whoa, come back here, right? Using a little sphere, that works well. He's got his hero cuffs, which all of the Breakout characters have. He's got a power sword over here. This was combined together. The two pieces were combined together. Makes a nice little thing that kind of harkens back to the power lance of Takanuva, the Titan version of him. And then he's got all these drones. And these drones are actually intended to come off. If you've seen the Nickelodeon episode, or episodes, these actually come off individually, and they're intended to fly around, and they're scout drones. They will go out and they will scout a intermediate area around Stormer. They can also attack. They've got a little blaster, like I mentioned before, right there in the middle. They've got a basic attack that can, you know, suppress and harass. So a lot of stuff going on there, and of course he's got all of the articulation that you would expect from a standard figure from one of these current building system sets. And I mean, look at that, he can turn his head around. This is kind of attached right here. It's or not attached, but binding a little bit, but he can turn his head all the way to the left and to the right as much as you would expect it, even though it's kind of stiff up there. The legs are very stiff with the friction adders put into every single joint there. But you know, he's got the full range of motion there without using all the triple, quadruple, quintuple jointed mechanisms to keep, you know, to hold the weight up. So very simple, really, in construction for his size and what all that he can do, what all that he comes with. But all in all, it ends up being a pretty stout figure. It stands up on its own pretty well. Obviously very large, which is always cool. The feet do look a little bit weird, I think. They look a little bit beast-like, or maybe really primitive robotic-like. It doesn't really fit in with the look of Stormer. Stormer has a lot of kind of aeronautic cues going on, especially with all the drones on him now. But you know, the fins and the little communicator device on the side of the helmet and stuff. And just his lines kind of don't really work together well with the feet, I think. But other than that, I think it works together pretty well. A little bit of emptiness around here, but I think that's completely forgivable, and you can kind of move these around a little bit, cover that up a little bit. So, you know, there's flexibility with them. He's got a proper theme. I think, you know, a lot of us have missed Stormer being really the leader for a long time. You know, they put a lot of emphasis on Furno, and then what's his name, Raka, came along and just kind of stole the show as the new rookie who saves the day all the time. But you know, all this time, Stormer, leader of the Alpha team, you know, he deserves to be a big guy. So they brought him back. They gave him proper respect now, and I really appreciate that. I think that this is a pretty good figure. Not one of the best as far as overall look. Just it was a little bit tough for them to use those existing pieces. They did add in a few new ones, but to add all of that bulk, it was a little bit tough. But I think they pulled it off pretty decently. I'm happy with the figure. I'm especially just happy to have Stormer back and in a prominent position, which he really deserves. So that's it for now. That is Stormer XL from the summer 2011 release series, the second part of Breakout. Breakout Wave 2, you might call it, or Series 4 Wave 2, whatever you want to call it. It is set number 6230. And there is a combiner between this guy and his nemesis, Speeda Demon. For some reason, they actually have you put the two of them together to create something even bigger, and it's really a bigger version of Speeda Demon. So I will show you that combination model in a separate video once I put those two together. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that was enjoyable for you. If you did like the video, please do just take a quarter of a second and hit the like button on the video bar below. You don't have to hit like on a comment or anything, just on the video itself. Just takes, you know, a fraction of a second and helps me out a lot on YouTube. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and hit thumbs down, because you know what? Hitting thumbs down helps me out just as much as hitting thumbs up. YouTube considers it all to be user engagement, is what they call it, and the more user engagements you have, the better they rank your video. So any help is very much appreciated, and I'll be talking to you guys again very soon. Bye for now.